I stabbed her with the knife.
And what part of her body did you stab her?
Everywhere.
Do you know how many times you did it?
19.
How do I start this video? Y'all won't believe who they just let out. And literally today, or I should say yesterday, they broke their ankle monitor and is on the run right now.
The urgent search in Madison, Wisconsin for a 23-year-old woman on the run. Morgan Geyser, an attacker behind the 2014 Slenderman stabbing. Madison police say Geyser cut off her ankle monitor and escaped a group home Saturday night, last seen around 8 o'clock with an adult acquaintance. Authorities urging the public to alert them if they see her, sharing this recent image caught on security footage last month.
This is a story I remember vividly watching. I don't know if it was a movie or a documentary or a YouTube true crime video. I was 14 when I first heard about this, or somewhere, around that age. And I remember how long this lingered with me. I remember how long this story had effect. I won't say traumatized. No. But it stuck with me. And I'm talking about the Slenderman killer. Most of y'all have heard of this. And if you haven't, I'm gonna tell you exactly who this is. I'm talking about the girl who was 12 years old and had invited all of her friends for a birthday party. It was like a slumber party to celebrate her birthday, right? And it was her and her other friend who wanted to prove to Slenderman, yes, you are listening to me correctly, that they are capable foot soldiers. Listen to my words because I'm not making this up. They wanted to prove to Slenderman that they can be his boogeymen. And they decided to make a sacrificial lamb, basically, out of their third friend who was weirded out by their behavior. So they had told her, hey, let's go out to the forest. I am not making this up. This is what I remember, and I'm gonna give y'all the exact details right now. They told her, yo, come with us to the forest. Let's go for a walk. And then they poked and stabbed her 19 times. 19 times. And she survived.
In 2014, Geyser and a friend lured 12-year-old Peyton Leitner into the woods near Waukesha and stabbed her at least 19 times, nearly killing her, hoping in their minds to please the fictional character known as Slenderman.
She survived being stabbed 19 times and left for dead at 12 years old in the middle of a forest. If that's not a miracle, I don't know what is. When you're that young, your body isn't even capable of healing fully, and she somehow survived 19 stab wounds. This piece of shit and her friend were tried as adults, and from what I remember, they were sentenced to 20 years or something, but they let her out this year. I'm not sure exactly when. I believe it's this month. Like I said, we're going to get to all the details right now. And she literally cracked and broke her ankle monitor and escaped and ran away this weekend. Yesterday on Sunday. Before I say anything else, before I tell y'all how crazy this is and how much memories this brings back, and if you know about the story and you watched it when you were around the same age as me back in the day, you got the same, bro, your jaw is probably to the floor. Pause to all my guys, to all the girls, no, but what I'm saying is you're probably shocked and surprised that this is real, but it is. It actually happened. She's on the run. Listen to me, I'm gonna give y'all a quick summary. The Slenderman stabber, Morgan Geyser, escapes group home, cuts off her ankle monitor 11 years after the horrifying attack. Geyser and her friend Anissa Weyer, however you pronounce that, both 12 at the time of the crime, lured their classmate into a park in Waukesha, Wisconsin in 2014. I didn't even know people lived in Wisconsin, but all right. Clearly, very odd prototype. Y'all got people out there in Wisconsin that believe in Slenderman and are ready to be his foot soldiers and snipe people. All right, Wisconsin. In all seriousness, to a park in Waukesha, Wisconsin in 2014, where they stabbed her 19 times to impress Slenderman, a boogeyman for the internet age. The victim, Peyton Leitner, was 12 at the time and survived crawling out of the woods to safety, where she was discovered by a passing cyclist. The trio spent a lot of time together, but Leitner previously told ABC Geyser constantly talked about Slenderman, a character that terrified Leitner, she said. The night of the attack, Leitner had gone to Geyser's home for a slumber party to celebrate her birthday. At age 15, Geyser pleaded guilty to a charge of attempted first-degree murder in a deal with prosecutors to be placed in a mental institution instead of serving jail time. And it paid off because she wasn't in there for 23 years. She was in there for just over a decade, and they had just released her now. given. I'm assuming now this shit's gonna throw her back in the slammer, thankfully, because this is a demonic piece of shit. I wish I had the camera on when I first read this. I get home, I open my shit up and I'm like, yo, let me talk to my people. And the first thing I see is the story. And it took me a second to like remember, wait, whoa, what the f? I remember this. Bro, back when I was younger, I was like 13, 14 when I saw this story. I remember being in disbelief. Like, what the f was I watching back then, basically? A part of me refuses to believe that there's humans out there who have this inherent wickedness and evil inside of them, especially at a young age, like when you're 12. When you're 12, you're ready to kill somebody for a fictional character. My brain is having a hard time processing this shit. Still, this many years later, I am still as shocked. Y'all thought I was gonna see her give you, nah, bro. I'm still as surprised and disturbed that this shit really happened. And I can't even say, you know how I told y'all some people that walk amongst us are literally jinn, are literally demons. They're not even bro, they are spirits in a human body that aren't us. They're not human beings. It's real. I promise you it is, right? So I was gonna say this is one of them, but I'm gonna be honest with you. What throws me off is that it wasn't just one, it was two. It was her and her best friend who did this to the victim. Two of them. The main girl who was behind the plot, who convinced her other friend, she's the one that is on the run and escaped. The other girl, I believe she's still in jail. But the fact that they both conspired to do this throws out what I was about to say. Like, nah, bro, this is not even a human being. She's possessed. She's got some shit inside of her. I can't even say that, bro, because they both agreed to this. So I genuinely believe that this is just a case of indescribable and incomprehensible evil inside of these two who were literally 12 at the time, and they were capable of doing this to their own best friend. What the f, man? What do you mean you were doing this shit for Slenderman? It's like somebody watching Naruto and being so infatuated with, I don't know, Orochimaru to the point where they want to catch a body in real life to prove to a fictional character, to prove to Orochi. Do you see how insane this is? To prove to him that you're a real demon, you're a real foot soldier. How bro, at 12 years old, what the fuck? You're supposed to be like, I don't know, going to school, having fun, not plotting to kill your best friend for a fake fictional character. What can possess you to do some shit like that? Anyways, I wanted to bring y'all this video because she's on the run right now. As I'm recording this, she's literally on the run. And if I get another update, like if they catch her, I will be dropping a second video, a part 2 to this. So stay on the lookout. Because I don't see them, like I don't see her going far. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the boogeyman is real, bro, and he's really gonna sit there and help her escape. Anyways, get in the comments, speak to me, to my late night squad, flood the comments with LNS because y'all are getting this video super late tonight. So speak to me if you're watching this late. Like I said, get in the comments, spam it with LNS, hop on the Patreon if you're a real one. And yeah, I'm out.